Hello, my name is Jeff Sage. I'm here to give you a tour of this incredible opportunity of owning a Earthship compound in the incredible area of Mountain Air, New Mexico. So let's get going. This is walking up the driveway from the gate. The gate's about a half a mile into the property. The houses live, or actually sit, on the most northern part of the 80 acres that's out here. And two-car garage off the side of the main house. So we're walking up to the house, the main house right now. Solar collector on the top. The rounded portion in the middle of the frame is one of the two cisterns on the house that's fed from the roof. And the owner has used this area is actually kind of a parking area. You can get about 3 cars comfortably into this lower area. And we're walking up to the front door of the house right now. These planters are for the gray water that comes out of the house, and these planters are actually fed with the gray water. Here we walk up to the front door. Flagstone throughout, absolutely beautiful. And here we go through the front door. Okay, we just came through the front door of the main house. Here's a front closet, just a rod and shelf, little planting area, and then the master bedroom. Bed is built in, mattress comes with it. It's a Tempur-Pedic, one of the best mattresses on the market. Room is quite spacious, with a walk-in closet. That set of drawers comes with the home. Lots of storage, lots of shelves, some good hanging area. Nice mirror on the door, and then some more hanging. Coming from the master bedroom closet, here's the bed again. Handmade doors. Then we're walking past the master bedroom into where the bathroom is. This is where the shower is. And then we got our sink, and then there's a compost toilet in this area. Then you walk past the bathroom, and then there's a big open area which has been used as a shop area. And this can be made into a second bedroom for the house. And these 2 cabinets in the back, that's where the electrical equipment is kept for the solar panels. All the batteries are stored back here. Here's the inverter. This house is set for 120, so you won't have to use any inverters on any of the outlets throughout the house, which is very convenient. So it's just like living somewhere else. All these water jugs come with it for drinking water. This is was originally a small little loft that the grandchildren used to sleep in when they came to visit. And here's all the equipment. And this is where the batteries are all stored in this box down here. This is a pressure tank that helps the water system get the pressure that goes throughout the house. And here's the shop area again. This would make a wonderful second bedroom. So this, the main house could have 2 bedrooms, which is the largest of the 3 buildings on this property. And this is the door that goes off the side of the house that takes you to the garage. That's west side of the house. Coming from the front door, here's the off to the left is the master bedroom, closet, and then the dining area. Got a small wood-burning fireplace for extra heat. Again, you probably won't need this, but it's nice to know that you have it in case you get a little chilly here during the winters. Yeah, kitchen, a little bit larger than the last 2 casitas. This one is unique is because it has its own range, propane range, so you can actually cook breads or whatnot. A little bit of a bigger sink. There is hot water in here, which is nice, so you don't have to heat up water for showers or anything else. And the refrigerator is a bit bigger. It has a regular refrigeration area plus a freezer up above. Lots of storage, very usable. Here's another shot of the range, small and efficient. And here we go into the living room. Very spacious area, wood-burning fireplace. Lots of shelves and a small desk area. And all the cabinets next to the desk area are for your computer equipment, as well as there's a printer here, file drawer. Really great gathering area. And this is the only part of the house that's carpeted, so it's a very comfortable area. And off the side of the dining room is another door that leads out into the patio area that's slightly covered. This is the west casita. It's one of 2 of the casitas off the main house. Going around the back side, all the adobe is in great condition. And I'm going to show you where the cisterns are. Each of these casitas have their own cistern. Gravity fed. And this particular one, all the water is gained off the roof that you see here. And then there's a drain down in your lower part of the screen that collects all the water. And then all the water goes into a cistern that's inside the house. What's nice about these cisterns is that you will not have to have any extra water. However, the house comes complete with 2 wells that can supply water to each of these outbuildings, the casitas as well as the main building. And this is the inside. That's a tank. It's full right now. I'm not sure how many gallons is in there. It looks a fair amount. And all the water is, of course, on filters, and filters are provided with the sale of the house. Nice, clean, inexpensive living here. And the maintenance on these are pretty small. All you have to do is make sure there's a certain amount of bleach in the water every once in a while. It's like, for this particular cistern, it might be a half a cup. This is the backyard of the west casita. Each of them have their own little private areas. There's a little deck here off the side. I'll supplement that with pictures I took earlier. And each of the buildings have their own solar facilities with batteries and converters, so you can go from AC to DC and not worry. These panels are relatively new, and they're enough to power each of these casitas consistently. This is the first casita. It's one of the nicer of all the three casitas. Front walkway is made out of sandstone. The owner really liked purple, so you'll see that in most of these places. Inside the front door, there's a storage area, ample room for whatever you need to store in the unit. And this is where the power cells are stored for this unit. Walking through the casita, this is the living room area, small kitchen, dining room area, and up that ramp is the bathroom. This is more of a kitchenette, small efficient, with a high efficiency refrigerator and small stove top. Great little study area with shelves, chair, and file cabinet. And in this room, this is the bedroom for the casita, built-in sitting area. Nice sized bed. All the furniture you see is included. Now we're coming out of the bedroom. This casita has a stove, wood burning stove, like all the rest. You really won't ever need it, but it's nice to know that you have it just in case. Here's the bathroom. Has a compost toilet and standing shower. Notice the incredible floors. All the sandstone was taken out of a quarry not too far from the home. Here's the back area, patio, great sitting area, private garden. And some of the views outside. This is the east casita. Both the two casitas are relatively the same floor plan. This one's a little bit more basic. It was more recently done. It's only a couple years old, and it is very simple. Inside is complete. It does have a kitchen and a bathroom. This is the back side of the house with the solar panel. As you can see, this is all the dirt that's pushed against the house. Up to the back side of the house. And again, this is a same collection system for the cisterns that each of the casitas have. And down below, here's the one of the cisterns. You can see the last casita that was started but not finished, ready for you to complete. Most of the hard work has been done with pounding the tires and stacking everything, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Backside again. This one has an antenna, probably mostly FM. And if you purchase this, you'll need to get dish television out here. And this is the entrance to the cistern for this particular casita, and it's same as the other one, so we don't need to go through that again. And then this is the small deck area, little private place to hang out. And evenings and mornings here are incredible. And here's the views from the back side. And as you can see, you do not see any of your neighbors. Front side. And each of these places have been built over the last several years. The main house was started in 1990. It took the owner a couple of years to build it. Then the second one was built, I'll have to find out about that one. And the third one is most recent, as I said earlier. And we'll go inside. So we're now inside the East Casita. A little bit of a different layout from the first one. It's kind of a work area / maintenance and so on. Living room, an open kitchen area, and then a little dining room area. And this is the stairs into the bathroom. And there I am in the mirror. This bathroom, out of all the casitas, I think it was a little bit best planned out. Great shower. And all the shower is off of solar shower, like camp showers that are hanging on the wall here. Drain to outside. So the bathrooms are in the front side of the house where it has the most light and warmth. The bedrooms are in the back. Bedroom. Bed frame is built in, it's included. So is the mattress. Right off of it is a little area that can be a desk or more furniture like a dresser. And then closet. It's a full-size walk-in closet, about 100 square feet. Interesting. And each of the rooms have skylights that can be opened via the post that you see there. And this is how you cool off during the evening. The solar in these places makes it warm enough all year round where you don't need any secondary heat. There is, however, little wood stoves, which really have not been used that much because they're more than enough warmth in here. And this is going back towards the entrance. The owner has the propane tanks filled once every 2 years. That's with one person living here, so I think it would probably be about once every year that you'd have to fill up the propane. Since we're not using propane for heat, only thing we're using it is for cooking in the kitchen. Propane's not really used that much. There is a propane generator, which is used as backup just in case you have like a week worth of no sun, and it's just as a backup. To date, the owner has not used it, So it's in great condition, and it is on propane, so you don't have to worry about the gas going bad or having to do more maintenance on it. So I'm walking from the east casita, walking towards the one that's not finished yet. So this is the unfinished casita. All the back walls have been done. It's a lot of the work right now it's the majority of the work it takes to get one of these put together. There's still a little bit to be done on the front. There's like a half wall that usually fill up. And you can see from all the tires how much earth is pushed into them. You see the sidewalls pushed out. And that's, it takes a while. You gotta do it all by hand and sledgehammer. And I'll have some pictures of that. Some of the earth that's stacked up behind the casita is excavated from here. This is the drainage away from the casita, so we have positive drainage and it doesn't pool, it goes away from the house. That's slipped away. And this is the interior. And this is the same layout as the east and west casita. This is what they looked like before they were finished off with chicken wire and adobe. And these walls act as a thermal mass when the sun is low in the horizon during the winters, and the sun goes through the front windows. Each of these casitas have large front windows, and these walls absorb that heat. And this is how the home is heated during the winters. Got some extra stuff that will come with the house here. And then the floor is poured concrete. All the houses have a poured concrete slab with flagstone. And the base, you can see, is done out of cans. And this is all done by hand. It's kind of a honeycomb effect, very structurally sound. And you can see cans were pushed into nooks and crannies to make this really structurally sound. And being the tires are kind of interwoven and stacked on top of each other, it really makes it a very strong wall, very wide base, about 2 feet thick walls. In this area, this is where the cisterns are stored on the other 2 units. Outside shot of that. And this wall will have to be finished up. I believe these tires are left here to kind of work on that. And then the back side has been completely filled in with dirt. So the biggest part of the house, which is the most labor intensive, is really pounding the tires. That's one of the reasons tire houses have not really exploded onto the market, because it is very labor intensive. You still have materials which are relatively free, but you also have to pay someone to do it, or you do your sweat equity. And this owner has put in the sweat equity into all 3, or actually 4 of these, the tire pounding process. And that's pretty invaluable. You wouldn't be able to do this type of building conventionally. The labor on this is probably 2 to 3 times more than, say, a regular framed house. And that's one of the reasons that these incredibly well-built houses have not really exploded into the major market. If someone could figure out how to do them, it would be more popular. And this is the east casita again, and then views all the way around. Looks like we got phone and cable pulled out here, which is huge. So I'm walking from the unfinished casita past the two casitas, the east and the west, going west, coming towards the main house. Owner has put in a little bit of a compound back here, and what you see in the middle of the screen is the well house for the two wells that were drilled on this property, and this is the back of the main house. And you can see kind of a round object coming out of the ground with the dish attached to it. That's one of the cisterns on the main house. There's two cisterns that help supply the house with water that's gathered off the roof. And this place actually has ample water, you know, for the use of the houses, for the daily use, but not a lot, not enough to, I would say, do a huge gardening or a lawn that you typically see in other houses, but more than enough ample water in high desert plain. So this is the back of the garage. We have two more large cisterns that gathers water off the roof of the garage, and I believe these are full as well. No, they're not, but those will gather water off the roof. When it does rain, I believe they're shut off right now because just don't need the water at this point. Here's the front of the garage. Here's the two-car garage that's off the main house. The background is the well house. You can basically park your car inside here. There's a walkway that goes to the side door of the house. So we're here in the garage, and here's the generator that's been converted to propane, and it has a direct line into the house in case you run out of energy provided by the solar cells. Propane's already hooked up with a second tank, so in case of an emergency, you'll always have power. What's nice about this house is that there's a lot of double redundancies here. Water, we have cisterns, and we have your wells. Power, we have the solar as well as a backup generator. If it gets too cold, we have stoves as well as solar heat. And inside the garage here, we also have an abundant amount of wood, which will last you quite a few years. This garage is big enough for two standard sized cars. It's actually extra deep. Here's the two well houses on the property. The one that you see here is actually the more recent one, and then this is the original. I believe the original one may have shifted a little bit and it will need a little bit of maintenance, and the large one is in good condition. Owner may want to have it checked before closing. Right here is a composting area, and you will be doing a lot of composting since we have the toilets that work off of a compost type technology. This is where all the compost would be done. So lots of extra material to do gardening if one wishes. There's the solar collector for this house and our second cistern of the house. So there's two cisterns on this. So I'm at the most eastern part of the property here. It's a little bit of a hill, slight climb, but we're still on the property, on an 80-acre property, and you can see the houses off in the distance here. Gives you a good idea of how secluded it is, and there are quite a few trees here as well. Trees that I'm in are probably about 15 feet tall. So this is not complete high plains desert, but there is a little bit of trees. And it's just amazing to think that this is your property. I've hiked about half hour and I'm still on the property. I'm not quite to the most eastern border. Amazing opportunity. We're at the most eastern part of the property, and I'm looking west right now, and you cannot see where the houses are. Just went up a slight hill up above the houses, probably I'd say 50-foot climb, and then down the slight backside, maybe 10 feet, enough to make it so you can't see the houses from this point. The entire 80 acres is surrounded by a fence that's very well maintained. It's less than 2 years old. The current owner has used the property to lease out to cattle ranchers that the cattle can hang out here and eat down the grasses and contribute a little bit of manure to the soil and so on. So there is another way to get some more income or make this property work for you as you live a simple life on this incredible opportunity. So I'm here on the very southeast corner of the property, and this is where there is a second gate onto the property, and this is where the previous owner had the ranchers bring in their cattle. They could drop them off here, let them roam. Previous years there's been a big water trough that would be dropped off here as well, so the cattle actually have some water while they're roaming around. And you can kind of see a little bit of an indentation along the fence, kind of where the cattle used to walk around the perimeter checking stuff out. And this gate is located right along the road that comes into the property from the highway. This was the original gate for the property, and then up to 2 years ago it was a shared gate with two other adjoining owners. This particular owner decided to get rid of the gate and make it so it's not a community type deal. But this is the original entrance onto the property, and then we have our most southern fence that runs along the road to the main gate that brings you up to the house. A couple years ago, the owner, when they put in this fence, they had the guys that were working on the fence pull out all the dead trees that were on the property. So fire mediation has been taken care of on this property, and all that wood has been cut into burnable pieces and is still on the property to help stoke the fire stoves, or the stoves that are in each of the casitas, as well as the house that will go with the property when it is sold. You can see a lot of the stumps here from when that work was completed. So now I'm at the most southwest corner of the property. All the land that you see beyond this fence is national forest land, so this will never be bought up or developed. The property is surrounded by two sides where there's national land, and then the other two are basically private owned, and it's mostly ranchers out here. This is a view of the fence looking east on the south side of the property. On the west side of the property there's an private access gate to the National Forest property that borders the land, and it is directly west of the house. On the property there is a place to keep horses, and the current owner has leased out that area to people who have horses and who want to keep their horses somewhere that's close to national forest property for riding. Another opportunity for bringing in income. Hi, I'm standing here just south of the Earthship complex. This was built by the owner when she was building the casitas, or the Earthship, while the first one was being built. There originally was a trailer here that was underneath this very substantial roof, and she has since then pulled that out. And this has been used a couple of times to just kind of keep horses in. So this could be cleaned up and sides put on to make a little bit of a barn to house horses. So this is just south of the casitas and the Earthship. I'm standing in the driveway that comes from the entrance point off of the main road through the gate up to the house. And as you can see, the road or the driveway is in excellent condition. The owner has recently put some money into grading it and adding extra gravel to make it less muddy. So road, as you can see, is in really good condition. Something else I want to point out is that this property originally was cleared as a bean field. I believe it was only about maybe 20 acres of it was cleared of the pinyon trees that are on this property, that are indigenous to this property. But as you can see, the road is in great shape. So no real need for four-wheel drives, but it's probably a good idea to have one for off-season or mud season. The roads in here are owned and taken care of, maintained by the people that own property back here. There's probably about 5 or 6 different property owners that share in the maintenance of the roads coming in. The rest of them are county roads that are maintained and serviced by the county and plowed as well. There's not a lot of snow down here, so it's not an issue. So another great opportunity here. Thanks again for joining me on this tour of this incredible opportunity to live off the grid. Live simply. My name is Jeff Sage, and you can reach me at 970-470-6666, or you can email me your questions at jsage@sageconceptsinc.com. Thanks again for joining me.